Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to get our Raspberry Pi RpizeroW into headless mode. Let's get to it. Hey guys, just wanted to go over a quick video. I've got some home automation projects coming up, and I needed a little server to run some scripts from to take care of those. And so I went ahead and bought a Raspberry Pi RpizeroW, and you can see how big this thing is. It is very small. I went ahead and bought a kit that had the power supply with it, and I shouldn't say it's a kit because I think I bought them separately. I bought it from Adafruit, but I went ahead and bought the OS with it just to make it easier, because my goal is to run this headless, basically just like this. This is the cover. I want to put the cover on it and run it headless, which means no monitor, no keyboard, any of that stuff. Just as it sits. So if you go out there and you search for a couple of videos, you're going to get a little bit of conflicting information. I tried it, had some trouble, so I had to piece together a couple of websites with some videos to get mine running. So I'm going to try to do one that's a little more concise here. We'll see how it works out. I forgot to mention, guys, I did 3D print my case. I did not buy a case. So that's what that's going to end up looking like when I have this complete. And it's got a couple of screw holes in the back, so I can mount that to a wall, get it up out of the way, which I plan on doing. That way I can just SSH to this thing, run some scripts, set up some cron jobs to fire off and do some things every now and again. So that's the total plan. First thing we're going to need to do is get our SD card, get it into, I'm going to put mine in a micro SD adapter, and then we need to get that into a computer so we can read it and add some files to it. Now my laptop it's an old Mac. I don't have an SD card reader, so I have this thing right here that I'm going to use. So let's get over to the computer. The first file we're going to need to create is a file called SSH, and I'm in here in my text editor. I'm using Text Wrangler. Used it for years, that's why I'm using it. You don't need to use this. You can use any text editor that will allow you to save your files without an extension. That's why I'm using Text Wrangler, because I think the normal text editor in the Mac doesn't allow you to do that, or it puts extra characters in. I'm using Text Wrangler just to make sure I can do it the way I want to do it. If you're on Windows, you can just use Notepad. Just make sure you don't save them with the text extension, the TXT. Save them as we go over here. So this is our first file. It can be blank. We just need to name it SSH. There's no extension, so no .txt, nothing at the end of it, just SSH. And what that's going to do is that's going to tell the Raspberry Pi to enable SSH so we can get to it remotely. The second file that we're going to need is a WPA supplicant.conf. That's a configuration file. This one is what's actually going to configure your wireless. So this one is, since I'm in the US, mine's going to look like this with country in US, but you're going to set yours to wherever your location is. And the main things we need to worry about in here are these two portions right here. The first one being the SSID, and that's what you name your wireless access. I just left these generic because I don't really want to share with the world what my SSID and password are for my wireless. So, I've made these generic. My SSID, that's going to be the SSID you put in. Just make sure you get it inside the quotes. And also the password for your wireless is going to go right here, and keep that one inside the quotes. Once you have that done, you want to save it just like this, WPA_supplicant.conf. And once you have those two files saved, you go into your file manager. You're going to copy those files, and you're going to go over to your Raspberry Pi SD card, and you're going to drop those files right in here. Just copy them right into there. That is what the Raspberry Pi is going to do is it's going to grab those files when it boots, and it's going to write those as configurations into the rest of the card where those configuration files are. So it's going to see the SSH file, it's going to enable SSH, and then it's going to see that WPA supplicant.conf file, and it's going to configure the wireless access. So once that's done, you should be good to go. But one thing I did want to share with you, I found I had a lot of trouble getting mine up and running, and I don't know if I was getting extra spaces or something. And it wasn't the SSH portion; it was the WPA supplicant portion. So I found this website, Desert.io, where I could go in, and they have it separated out, and just highlight all this. I can copy that, paste that into my WPA supplicant .conf text file, and then change these two settings, and that is how I finally got it up and running. So I don't know extra. If you get discouraged by it not working, you've probably just got an extra character, extra space in there. This is the way I got mine working and connected. So I'll put this link in the description so you can get to this, copy this piece out, copy it in, change these two, and get it working. But once you have those files done, like I say, just copy them right into here, into the boot SD card, right into the root directory, and the Pi will take them from there. So that's how I got mine going. And if you are having trouble and you've tried to copy this and paste it in, leave a comment. We'll see if we can take a look at this and get it going. Okay guys, we're back off the computer. We're going to go ahead and take out our micro SD. And one thing I forgot to mention, you may want to make sure you eject this in your computer. Do the little right click thing down by either in your Finder or just click the eject button. Software ejected, I guess I should say, before you pull it out of your computer, just to make sure it saves all those files correctly. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the SD back in, Pi back in my 3D printed case, and then get that all pressed in. So we've got everything up and running. We're going to plug our power into our 5-volt USB side, and then we're going to put it into the outlet. I'm going to go ahead and take the cover off so you can see. Hey, we got our green light. We're powering up. It may be too hard for you guys to see, I can't tell. But it's actually up and it's on the network right now. So now we can SSH to this, we can run some scripts. I have some access points that I need to reboot on a regular basis in the house. I'm going to do a video on that, on a script I wrote for that. That's going to run here. It's going to run weekly, overnight when the kids are in bed, because I'm tired of the kids coming to me, hey, the wireless is down. So we're going to remedy that with this. Hey guys, that's all we have for today. That's how I got my RpizeroW into headless mode. Let me know what you think. Let me know problems you had. Leave a comment, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching.